Hey, yo, what's going on? Gonna start off with a little follow-up, a little lead follow-up, getting right to it. No introduction today. Hop in. I had comped some properties last night of some people that I had talked to over the last couple days. I want to round back with. I'm just going to go ahead. This is something that I took from my last job. I had said this the other day as well, that if you ever fall behind, not to start from where you fell behind, but rather get what you intended to get done, what you intended to get done today, and then start working backwards. So that's what I'm going to do. Knock out my follow-ups that I intended to do today, which is three follow-ups on my dialer at least, and then I'm gonna hop over to my my texting platform to follow up with people over there as well. So let me go ahead and pull up this first guy. His name is Jorge. First connected with Jorge back in June of 2021. Stated he wasn't interested in selling, but maybe in the future. Gave me permission to follow up every 3 to 6 months. Connected with him in October. Plans to build a house on the land. Says he's going to get started with construction in the middle of next year. Connected with him. Still not ready to sell. Maybe in the future. This was February 1st, so I'm calling him now 2 months later, seeing if he's given it any more thought. I guess it's just a lot there. It doesn't look. Oh, I guess it may be 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 680 square feet is what it says on Zillow. Street view. Yeah, it might as well just be a lot. There's like a little shed on it. To be honest, I don't know if there's a lot of new construction going on in the area. I'm gonna pull it up by zip code real quick. Sold houses, year built 2020 or newer. Yeah, 2 homes sold in the last 3 months. Let's go back last year. Sold last year 2020 or newer. 3 homes in the area. So not a lot of new construction going on. 295, 289, and 350 in this zip code. Let me just zoom out a little bit, see where the closest one is. Excuse me. So this 290 is probably the closest. Sold last year. So not a lot of new construction going on in the area. I would probably need to be, in the ballpark of 50 grand, 50, 60 grand probably, if I want to make any type of an assignment on it. Let me see if there are any, and I don't even know if this is, let me double check the lot size on this, make sure it's even comparable, because this lot looks kind of small, to be honest. This may be one where you just sell it to the neighbor, to be quite honest. 6,500 lot size. This one was 7,400, so a bit bigger. Probably won't be able to build as big of a house on it, but then I wanted to double check to see, well, yeah, this is including land, so oh, actually, let me take off the date filter, year built. That way I can actually see the land. See if any lots are going. Yeah, probably plenty. Let me see. Land sold within the last year. Yeah, so this one went for 68 and a half. Um, that one's again a little bit bigger, a little over 7,000 square feet. 8,000 square feet sold for 95. 5,500 square feet sold for 45. So yeah, I think I'd need to be anywhere probably around 50 grand is where I'd want to be. So let me give him a call. Pass on these things. What up, Jared?
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box.
Let it breathe for a second before I double tap him.
Hello?
Hey, Jorge, how's it going? This is Derek.
Doing all right.
Good, good. I don't know if you recall, me and you have been going back and forth a little bit about your place on Wichita Street out in Pasadena.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Last time we talked, sounded like you were getting ready to possibly build something on that property. I just wanted to round back, seeing if you have moved forward with that, or if not, if you were interested in possibly receiving an offer on it.
No, I'm starting building stuff on it.
Okay, you got started.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. What's it looking like? You gonna build a single family on it?
Yeah, single family.
Okay, very nice. All right, yeah. Just again wanted to round back, double check. While I have you, would you happen to have any others that you might consider receiving an offer on?
If I got something, I'll call you.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
All right.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right.
I know. Said he started to build on it. Not interested in receiving an offer. I think I would probably bet money that he is not actually building anything on it, but I'll take his word for it. Delete this follow up. He wasn't really anybody too hot, anyways. Let me pull. Interested. This guy, okay. Interested, but wants to pay down his mortgage a bit more so that he can walk away with a good amount of money. Gave me permission to follow up every couple months. This was in November. Connected with him a month later. Owes about 30,000 on mortgage. Mom lives in the property. The mom is in poor health and will have to move to an assisted living facility at one point in time. He thinks it will be another couple of years and hopes that he can pay down the mortgage a lot by then. He joked saying it's really his mom's property. He's just a visitor, although his name's on the deed. He pays the mortgage. He also mentioned that he's in the process of buying a new place for himself and his daughter out in Humble. So give him a call, see if what the situation's looking like. Hello?
No.
Hey, Hugo. How's it going? This is Derek.
Yeah.
Hey, Hugo. I don't know if you remember. Me and you have been going back and forth a little bit about your place over on Majorca Drive out in Houston.
Yeah, I think so. I got calling too. What's his name?
This is Daryl, right?
Derek, yeah.
Yeah, Daryl. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how's it been? How you doing?
Same old, bro. Just working and still getting out of the house for now because my mom's there.
Right, right. Yeah, I remember you telling me that last time. I just wanted to call in and check back in with you and just, see how you were doing, see how the mom was doing. I remember you mentioning as well that you were looking for a place out in Humble for you and your little girl. So, uh, yeah, just wanted to round back. You end up buying anything out in Humble?
Yeah, and I'm with we bought a house for 244. It's a two-story house, big house. I think the over subdivision. So we buying that one, and I'm trying to finish up paying this other one.
Very good. Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as I finish paying it, I'm gonna fix it up a little bit, and then I'll take it from and seller, buy it.
Yeah, for the one on Majorca.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'd love to be the buyer. So, is your mom still in there?
yeah. That's the only thing that I don't want to throw her out.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, I remember you had kind of mentioned that at one point you were considering getting her into like a senior living facility. Is that still kind of the plan?
So she's terrified about those. She'll say, "I want to kill myself."
Oh no. So
Yeah, she said that. If you got put me one of those places, I'll kill myself.
so is the plan to move her in with you then? Or I guess what would
Yeah, just being there. This is her house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Her house, her garden, her plants, her dogs, and everything.
Right. Right. Yeah, I remember you saying that. You had joked last time, I think, saying that your name's on the deed, but you're just a visitor, huh?
Yeah, yeah. She can tell me out whenever she wants.
Gotcha. So
But
so so what would the plan? Of course, of course. So what would the plan be? After you do the paint and you look for a buyer, um, you know, I, I guess again, is it just to kind of move her in with you in the humble house that you just bought?
No, I think she doesn't get along with my wife. That's for sure.
Okay, okay,
She's a Christian. My baby mama is a Catholic.
gotcha,
So they don't get along at all. They don't get along.
gotcha, gotcha.
So
So what would the plan be? I mean, if you were to find a buyer, and I know you don't want to kick her out, so
yeah, that would be like I have another sister in New Mexico
oh, okay,
who might be willing to take her in.
gotcha.
She's mentioned it before. She told my mom, "You come live with me. The rest of your life, come with me. Just let them spend it over here."
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
That's in New Mexico. It's kind of like away from everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit of a trip, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. What do you think kind of like the timeline is? Because again, I'm interested. I'd love to be the buyer. So much so. I mean, I know you mentioned that you were wanting to do a little bit of work to it. I don't know if I mentioned before, but we're definitely willing to buy it in its current condition. But obviously, I don't want to be we're definitely not in the business of kicking anybody out on the street either. So when do you think is a more appropriate time for me to follow up with you and round back about this place here?
Year and a half, 2 years. To see how much lower I can bring it. Because I think I'm down to 32K.
On that mortgage?
So yeah, so probably like a couple of more years, I'm pretty sure I can fix it up.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I will keep your number here, and please do save my number as well in case anything pops up or anything changes in the meantime. Please feel free to reach out.
Sure.
All right.
There's another dude named Neil calling me too sometimes.
One more time.
I don't know if it was Neil. Another guy named Neil.
Uh huh.
He be calling me too sometimes.
Oh, forget Neil.
At the house.
You don't want to.
At the house.
You don't want to sell to Neil. You want to sell to me.
I'll keep you in mind, man.
All right. I appreciate it. I wish you the best, and again, congratulations on that place out in Humble.
And Daryl, man, be careful out the next crazy thing.
All right, we'll do. Same to you.
Be careful.
All right, bye now. Uh, Mom's still in property. He bought a place in Humble for him, his wife, and his daughter. Plan is to wait until the mortgage is paid down on the place on Mallorca over the next few years, and possibly have his mom move in with his sister in New Mexico. Mom does not want to a senior living facility. Mom owes about $32K on which follow up in 6 months. You mentioned some guy named Neil follows up with him every so often as well. He has other people contacting him about this place here. All right, this guy ran some comps on last night. If I get him on the phone, I'm going to try to make him an offer. This place is out in Humble, actually. Vacant. Thinking of selling. Sounds like he has a plan for the money. Can rent it for $1,700 to $1,800 a month, which is true. I verified that last night. Doesn't want to get another tenant in there to commit to another year-long lease. It's in good condition. Asking $170,000. Ran some comps. For a flip. Well, okay. At first, I just need to verify the true condition of the place. He says it's good condition. I don't really know what that means. I need to dig a little deeper in that regard. I'd also like to figure out what his plans are for the money. It sounded like he had something in mind the last time we talked, and I'd kind of like to revolve the conversation around that. I have ARV being 205 to 210. So for a flip, I would need it, probably around. Probably, if it's an average rehab, like 125. If it's just cosmetic, since it sounded rent ready, and that's kind of what a lot of these houses out here look like they are, just kind of rent ready. Maybe upwards of like 135. But if it's like turnkey, all it needs is like carpet paint, and somebody is going to use it for a rental. I think that you could probably be somewhere upwards of like 150. So again, he was asking 170. I'm gonna see if he'll come off that asking price a little bit after I learn a little bit more about the condition, motivation, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna give him a call. Hello, is this Mr. Ramon?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. We had talked the other day about your place out in Humble.
I'm really busy right now. You have to call me next week sometime. I'm kind of really preoccupied right now, okay?
Sure, no problem. When's the best day for me to give you a call?
Just next week, or next Friday maybe.
Next Friday. Okay, all right. I appreciate you taking the call. Talk to you then.
Okay.
Bye now. I'll call him early next week. He said Friday. Answered and said he was busy. Asked for a call back next week. Because this is a vacant property. I'm not gonna. This is kind of hot. Like I said, I think I may be upwards of 150 on my offer. He's asking 170. I think we're pretty close. Um, as long as he's willing to come off that a little bit. And I just don't want this property to be sitting here vacant for so long and him to get contacted by somebody else. So I'll call him like on Tuesday. All right, that's 3 follow-ups. I got a couple. So that was everybody who I wanted to follow up with today on my dialer. I'm gonna shift over to my texting platform here. This guy, let's see. Okay, yeah, Leonard. Leonard here, connected with him. I had him come down to 100 about his 100,000 on his property here. Ran some comms, ARVs at like 180. So even if it was in like really bad condition, I could probably be upwards of 80. Average rehab probably like 95, and then if it was just kind of like a carpet paint type of cosmetic, I could probably just give him the 100, but it doesn't sound like it was. Let me see. Tenant occupied, been there 3 to 4 years. Seems like she doesn't pay rent on time. Only charges are $800 a month when it could be more. New finishes done to bathroom before the tenant moved in 3 to 4 years ago. He plans on touching up the paint and re-roofing the place in a couple of months once the tenant's out. Tenant is on a month-to-month lease. He has 3 acres of land down the street. He was supposed to have a buyer close on that, and he wanted to sell that place, those acres, before he sells the house. Wasn't really in the real estate game. He had horses on the property that he kept in the house he lives in now. His mother left him when she passed. So I'm thinking it's probably like, and maybe even be close to the heavy side of rehab if he planned on re-roofing the place. Um, Something again that I can just kind of dig a little deeper if the conversation unfolds, because I just kind of left it alone because he was pretty adamant about wanting to sell those acres before he sold the house. I had connected with him in the beginning of March, rounded back with him a few weeks after that on the 18th of March, about 2 weeks ago. He still hadn't sold the land and he wants to sell that before selling the house. The tenant has caught up on the payments, so there's no immediate rush, is what he said. So just gonna round back with him now. Hey, Leonard, how's it going? This is Derek.
Okay.
Hey, don't know if you remember, me and you've been going back and forth a little bit about your place over on Lawn Street.
Oh shit, man! I got a tenant in that place, man, and I don't think I'm gonna sell it right now.
Yeah, no worries.
The only property that I got for sale now is the one over on Irving Street, man.
Right. I remember you saying you were wanting to sell those acres before you wanted to even start considering this one on Lawn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do.
Yeah,
I do, but
y-
I don't know if you want to get into something this big because you could build a whole subdivision down here.
yeah, I took a look when you mentioned it the first time, and yeah, I probably wouldn't be interested in that one. You had mentioned that you had a buyer for that lined up, though, right?
Uh, I don't know, man. Look like it's kind of falling in the gaps, man.
Mm,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
look like look like he's been sending me through a few changes, and I don't think I have to go through no changes for the price that we quoted.
Right, right. Yeah, you were saying you were trying to get something close to 1 million, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, man, that's a shame. Cause yeah, yeah. I know you had mentioned it sounded like you possibly were coming to an agreement and you were looking to close, so they were kind of playing
Oh
games. It
yeah,
sounds like.
yeah. That's what it was, man. But it was. I don't know if you're a realtor or not, but it was a little cloud over it, man.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been owning the property. I've been owning the property for 20, 22 years, man, in my name. Deeds and everything in my name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the woman that sold it to me got it from her father, and I don't think she never had the deed changed over into her name.
Gotcha.
Well, we were supposed to fill out an affidavit and stuff for it, for to get her to sign. Because, man, all these people are dead. Shit, this woman here is in her 80s.
Right.
And I think whoever owned the property before him is dead. And just like I done told him over and over, you know, and when I went to down to Harris County appraisal district, they asked me, well, what's the problem? It's your property. You've been at it for all these years, you know, and the same thing at the courthouse. You know,
Right.
it's your property. What's the deal, you know? So I think he's just trying to prolong it. I don't know if he got the money or what, but I'd rather for him to just be honest with me and tell
Right.
me, well, look at me, I ain't got the money right now or whatever, but don't have me under fucking contract, you know, when another person to call and offer me a little bit more money than what you offer,
Right. Right.
you know. So I'm damn near beginning to be a realtor my damn self, man. I didn't know it was this complicated selling
Yeah.
stuff that you own.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Have you thought about that? Have you thought
Well,
about just connecting with the realtor and putting it on market?
that's what I might end up doing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I might end up doing, and that way all of the headache could be off of me.
Exactly. I was gonna say. I mean, you may end up walking away with a little less, but they'll handle all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I might end up walking away with a little more.
Right. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm beginning, man, to see some land right around the corner. Who am I talking to, man? What's your name? What did you give me your name was?
My name is Derek.
Yeah, I just thought. But anyway, a guy right around the corner, man, they sold an acre right there where they building for shit, 1 acre, 450,000.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, I'm they on the appraisal, they said that the land was 2.9 acres. But when they sold it to me, it's supposed to have been 3.1, but it's somewhere in there. I know they cut off the backside a little bit, so I don't know if that took some of the square footage or what. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I do know one thing, shit, you can build a subdivision down in here.
Right. Yeah. I remember taking a look. It's right at the end of the road there. You know, and there's a lot of space out there. And you're right. That probably would be the play too, is to do this.
But see, if you buy it, they're going to have to open all that up, man.
Right.
See, because that's open lots. On that backside, where you talking about that wheeler side,
Yeah.
all of that's three different whole lots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all that's going to have to be open up.
Right.
You know, so you have access both ways.
Right. Right.
And then, too, another thing that a lot of people don't realize or don't know, they're supposed to run Gulf Bank all the way through.
Uh-huh.
You know how Gulf Bank go from West Montgomery over there?
I'm not familiar. No.
You might not be familiar, but they supposed to. So that you have a street on the front side, and both entrances to one to Ebb and one to
From Wheeler.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what that's gonna be when they're gonna run the street. Might not be in my lifetime. I don't know. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's on the map because I've seen the map of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, man, the property on lawn, man, it's she pretty much up to date on the rent and stuff.
Right.
And, I just told her that I give a chance, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I remember you
if
saying
I
she
have
was
any more,
she was kind of falling behind, but I think the last time we talked, you said she had caught up, so that's good.
so if I have any more trouble out of man, I'm gonna go ahead on and sell that property. So don't put me off your list. Keep me on your list, cause you know. What much did I tell y'all gonna sell it to you for?
We were talking right around 100.
Well, man, I'm beginning to find out that was underpriced.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I hear you.
I hadn't really got into it, but I'm beginning to find out that was a little bit underpriced too.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
You know, I think when I was first just getting into this, man, I think I quoted some prices to people, you know, about what the old prices were, man, but shit look like everything that went up since then.
these are the new prices, huh?
Well, what it is, what I'm beginning to find out, man, is you know, in selling something, you don't want to leave too much money on the table.
No,
You know,
of course.
I know other people are buying it for the reinvest, you know, the resale or
Right.
whatever, but you yourself, you don't want. I don't care about them making some money, but hell, I don't want to just leave too much money on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyway, give me a call, man. And but as of today, she up to date on everything.
Good,
so I'm
good.
not messing with her.
Good. Yeah, we'll do. I'll keep you on the list here, and I'll be rounding back every so often.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Have a good day.
All right.
So looking to sell the acreage before he sells the house. Sounded like he was probably messing around with a wholesaler that was trying to play with him with these acres. The acres he probably won't sell. Where's the acres by? It's right. Let me see this zip code. It's like not a play. If you're in here, Jared, he keeps talking about them being able to build a subdivision. That's like what you're gonna have to do. Um, it's not something where you can just like build a house on. It's like a lot of land, and it's at the end of a country street. It's like there's really not too much new construction. I went in and I looked at it, and I'm very familiar with what he's talking about. Access from both sides, and that's why I'm honest with him. Like, it's not going to be for me. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to build. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, the infrastructure. You're gonna have to build the infrastructure. You're gonna have to pave roads. You're probably gonna have to run utilities out there. You're gonna have to do everything because it's like damn near swampland. The acreage that he has. It's not like a lot in the middle of a build a Walmart on it. It's not Walmart wouldn't even build something on it, man. I'm telling you, it's out in the middle of the country. Uh, it's like the further you go down this road, the farther the houses start to get from each other, and it's like you can drive a quarter mile and get to your neighbor's house. Like, it's country where this land is. So I'd imagine that he was probably messing with a wholesaler. Wholesaler was like, oh yeah, let's go under contract for 1 million, and started playing games with him because he couldn't find a buyer, I'm sure, because again, um, at this point in time, like he was saying, he said it, he said exactly what I just said. They may You're gonna have to build roads. You're gonna have to gain access from the other side, and it may not even happen in my lifetime. That's what he said, which is probably true because it's gonna take years for the development to happen to where um, the population grows around this area and more single family homes are starting to be built in the area. Like, that's what's gonna have to happen before you build a whole subdivision right there. It's like first you got to build some homes out there before you get some people in the area and make it a little bit more desirable of a location before you build a whole subdivision. Uh, so that one, yeah, the acreage. I would imagine that he's not. if in the beginning he was talking about wanting to sell that before he sells the house, I bet you that's not going to be the case. He probably won't ever uh, sell that. Where you located out of? I'm in California doing business virtually in Houston. What's up, Mohammed? I think this is the first time I've seen you in here. Welcome. Appreciate you for hopping in. But yeah, so I would imagine it ended good though. I always like talking to the guy. He sounds like a cool guy. You can tell he's casual. He's not like this is the defining factor if somebody's casual or not, but he's like kind of cursing. He's kind of talking to me like his friend, not like a colleague or something. But I would imagine I almost didn't want to say. I knew he was going to say that too when he asked about how much he was talking about. At one point, he said 110 cash for the house, and then I started to work the script, and then I had him come off that, and he dropped to 100 cash. But this was when his tenants were really behind on rent, so he was a little bit more motivated. But now the tenants all caught up, and now he's less motivated, and now he's like, "Oh, I'm going to need more than 100, right?" So I just got to catch him at the right time where probably his tenant falls behind rent again and starts playing games more and more. And then I was going to kind of mention this at the end, but he was just kind of wanting to go, and it was really not that big of a deal to mention, anyways. But I wanted to mention, that I was more of a problem solver, and I'm the kind of guy that's going to step in and buy the property from you when your tenant falls behind on rent, right? Where it's worth a little bit more to you because it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to sell because your tenant's not paying rent, right? So I was going to slip that in there, but it's kind of irrelevant at that point because, again, we kind of hit it off and he's, save my number, keep calling me because he probably knows at the back of his head that I want you to connect with me when if and when my tenant does fall back behind on rent. Anyone got connection in St. Louis, Missouri? I don't know. Mohammed, within this community, the best way for you to find out, it's a little shameless plug, is for you to hop into the Discord group that I have. The link's in the description. I have about 30 people in there. So you may find somebody in there that is out that way. But off the top of my head, I don't know anybody that's working that market off the top of my head. So let me finish this note. Connect with seller. So looking to sell the acreage before he sells the house. Sounds like he was probably under contract with a wholesaler that backed out. He may just list on market with a realtor to see what he can get. Tenant all caught up on rent in the house, so he's giving her another chance. He mentioned that 100K might be a bit low now that he's learned a bit more about the market. He asked that Derek save his number. I always talk in third person. I got that from my old company too, just habit. For that, when you have a team, and so like in my old company, when I would put notes into the system, my supervisor, my manager, my director, my president of the company at any given time could enter into my system and see the notes that I'm making, right? So by talking in third person, it just makes it a little bit more clear. Uh, you refer to the seller as the seller and you refer to yourself in third person so that anybody else reading the notes, it's a little bit more, it's easier to understand. He asked that, so like right here, seller asked that Derek save his number and continue following up just in case. I will. I'll call him and so it's the first of the month. I'll probably call him like towards the end of next month, or like maybe I'll call him like 6 weeks, just in the off chance that his tenant is unable to pay rent next month. Assuming that they were good this month since it's the first of the month, maybe next month isn't the same thing. Let's say tenant able to pay the last few months. Do a little bit more digging about the condition because my max allowable is at 90 right now, but I don't really know the true condition of the place. So if I learn a little bit more, then I may be able to come up with some and possibly let me see if I comp. Yeah, I did comp it, so I'm pretty confident in my numbers. But I can also I feel even more confident every day about taking a look at assessing the value for different types of end buyers. So if somebody wants to hold this as a rental, they may be able to pay a little bit more as long as the condition's up to speed. So that's something I'll kind of consider when I take another look in the future.
Yeah, man. Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. We texted back and forth back with you. It sounded like you were.
Yeah, if you're interested in looking at the property, we can make an appointment for that. Otherwise, right now I don't have much time.
Sure. Okay.
That was this was a conversation that I had with him back early December. My max was going to be like 180 to 185 on this. He was asking 210, wanted to schedule an appointment. I rounded back with him. Conditions fair, livable, things that could be replaced: siding, sheetrock, kitchen, flooring, paint, utility room, detached garage. So it's not fair, livable if that's everything that it needs. 3-1, roof is 8 to 10 years old, foundations on blocks, asking 210 and sounds firm. He had to run to a meeting. And he had given me an email in case I was unable to reach him by phone in the future. Called him a few weeks ago, didn't answer. Call him again right now. He doesn't sound like a guy that's very motivated, though. It's also worth noting that I don't know his name. He is the name on title is an LLC, which again I think is worth noting. If he's going to the extent of taking title to property in an LLC, then he may have multiple properties. He may not be as motivated. That's just kind of an assumption that I'm making, but you can kind of hear it in his voice too. Like, hey, if you want to take a look, we can make an appointment. But other than that, don't have time. It's like, all right. He doesn't sound very motivated. My podcast dropped with my good friend's son YouTube. The Bamboo Project is the YouTube channel there. My podcast dropped with my good friend's son YouTube. Bamboo Project. Everybody go check that out. Bamboo Project is the YouTube channel there. I'm gonna check it out. Bamboo Project podcast with Emilio. I'm gonna check that out later. Thanks for sharing, Emilio. Everybody go make sure they check that out. That's the one about your deal. All right, let me give him a call. See if he's willing to chat. Sounds like it may be vacant too. I don't know. I wish I took better notes on this to see if I actually had comps. All I say in my notes is that the as is should be 190 to 195. That's what stuff's going for in the area. And that my max is just going to be, 10 grand under that, like 180 to 185. But then I connected with him like a month later, which is when he told me that everything pretty much needs to be replaced. The exterior siding, the sheetrock inside, the kitchen, the flooring, the paints, the utility room, the detached garage, the driveway needs to be repaved. The hot water heater can be replaced. The washroom, it needs central AC. It needs wind. Sounds like a full rehab. So I may even have to come in a little bit under where I say as is going for. Zestimate on this is 180 for 1,100 square feet. kind of bothersome. I usually will put down some addresses of the comps that I know, I'm taking notice of. I don't know when the calling one is dropping yet. We'll let you know when it does. Yes, sir. Okay. Same concept though on the one that you just said on the bamboo project. Or is it the same video and you're just dropping it yourself? Give him a call.
Please leave your message for 7142.
Hey there, my name is Derek. We've been talking a little bit about your place over on Appleton Street. Just wanted to reconnect, see if you were still interested in possibly receiving an offer on that place. If you were, again, my name is Derek, and the best number to reach me is 832-617-68. Talk to you soon. Dialed that voicemail, and I'm going to text him right now off of my texting platform and say, hey there, warmly following up to see if you still had any interest in selling your place on Appleton Street. I'd love to connect and get you an offer. Cheers. I'll push this out a month. Yeah, it's a podcast about how we got our first deal, just like calling, just different host. Oh, okay. Nice. HK, any leads? No, I've just hit my follow-ups for the day right now. Had a couple good conversations. Nobody's wanting to, sign anything this moment, but I think two of those conversations that I just had are setting myself up for future success, if you will. Now, okay, now this woman, it's really, really funny. I had cold called her the other week, last week, I think, and the name of the woman on title of this property is Irma Martinez. So when I cold called her, I was like, hey, Irma, calling about a property I believe you own on this street. Any interested in selling? And she's like, yeah, call me back later tonight when I get off work. I called her, she didn't answer. I called her again, she didn't answer, and texted her, hey, this is Derek. We spoke earlier. Just giving you a call back as promised. And she called me back. I missed it. I called her back. And then it was like, she was like, yeah, this is Irma. Like, what property are you calling me on? And I told her the street, and she's like, okay, what's the address? And I was like, it's this. And so it was gonna go one of two directions. Either she owned a bunch of properties and she just didn't know, couldn't remember which one it was. But then I was looking at it and the mailing address was the property. And she was like, okay, I got a. She's like, I just don't know how people are getting my number. Like, I was like, what? She's like, no, I don't own that property. It's like, oh, but your name is Irma Martinez, and she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's probably why that happens sometimes. It could just be a mistake. But then I was like, but while I have you, just like, would you happen to have any property you're consider selling? She's like, yeah, we may. Let me talk to my husband about it. And then I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of delivered the benefits. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. This is how I'm trying to make you an offer. And she's like, okay, yeah. And it like ended really good, but she wasn't willing to talk to me about it. She just was more concerned about. She's like, okay, let me look into this as to why my number's popping up. And I was like, it's. I tried to like talk her off of like her wasting a bunch of time. She was like, "Who can I call?" I was like, "It's just a mistake. Like it's just an accident. This happens sometimes." Like she's like, "Yeah, but I don't want it to happen anymore." I was like, "Well, you can like go to put your number on the do not call list, but that may not prevent people from calling you." She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna look into this, and then I'll talk to my husband about the property that we may want to sell." So I'm just gonna give her a call right now and talk about a property that she may want to sell. I don't know where it is, but it is in Houston. It's public, huh? Yeah, it's like where's his wife? Exactly.
I'm sorry, I missed your call. Can you leave your name and your number, and I'll be calling you back. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey Irma, how's it going? This is Derek. Not sure if you remember, we had talked last week about a property that I think you do not own on Luna Street, and we came to that conclusion. But you had mentioned that you may have a property that you were interested in receiving an offer on, but that you were wanting to talk with your husband about it first. So I just wanted to round back, seeing if you had that opportunity to speak with your husband, and if you were possibly interested in receiving an offer on that property there, I'd love to connect and learn a little bit about it. If you'd like to give me a call back, again, my name is Derek, and best number to reach me is talk to you soon. Oops. I'll let voicemail. Oh, yeah. See, that was a mistake on my part. I need to read these notes for myself. I told myself to call in the evening after work hours because this is probably around the same time I called her last time, and she asked that I call her later. So I'll call her next week in the evening hours. And then last guy I want to follow up with before I transition over to my cold calls is the guy who I sent the agreement to that was just like you said, Emilio, 4 pillars. I don't know if you caught that conversation last week. 4 pillars, super motivated, agreed on a price, and I tried to keep him on the phone in order to get him to sign the agreement, but he said that he couldn't. He couldn't do both. He couldn't talk on the phone and look at the agreement, so he asked that I send it over. And he's probably shopping it around, but on my agreement it said that the offer expired in 24 hours. So I'm gonna not gonna honor it. I'm gonna have to send him a new agreement. But, uh, it was like super odd because I can see whether or not he has opened it or not, and he hasn't even opened it, or at least he hadn't. So I'm gonna double check that right now before I give him a call. But it's super weird. Lawyer's his wife for sure. HK lawyer definitely his wife. We gave him his asking price and all. Oh shoot, man, that's crazy. That's probably why. You know what I mean? Got a little bit of seller's remorse. Like, oh, he felt like he was leaving money on the table. It's public. How everyone info can be found online. Yeah, yeah. She was like, I was trying my best not to like be rude about it, but I was like, don't spend time looking into that. No, we did try to bring him down. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you did, Emilio. Still, you know what I mean? People are funny like that, man. We were trying to be at 62. People are funny like that. Where it's like they need to be convinced that, that's it'll pop though. It'll pop, Emilio. I'm sure you know that. Just like I know this one will pop. I just need to stay on him about it. Because this guy, if I recall correctly, owes some money in property taxes, has some type of a lien against the property when I pulled it up in batch. And he was talking about wanting to sell it ASAP and that he needed to sell it ASAP and that he had a ranch that he wanted to move to already, and all that stuff. So he was like ready to go. Yeah, he still hasn't opened it. He may even not be the guy and just messing with me, I don't think so though. The way that he was talking, we could door knock him. Yeah, that was no. Yeah, yeah. Let me take note of that because that's. I have this guy. That was somebody that I for sure wanted you to door knock. Yeah. I have him and somebody else. Like I said the other day, I'm trying to build a little bit of a list so that because he's out kind of on the other end of Houston. So if you're gonna go out that way, I don't want you to just go out there for one property. I'd much rather give you a good handful of them to door knock, which I think I have like 2, 3 in that area. So. Let me try to find him now. Oops. He's in here twice. Looks like a duplicate. Let me delete this one. Oh. Yeah. People like that, it'll be great to show up their house for sure. For sure.
Hello?
Hey Jose, how's it going? This is Derek.
Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
Good. Just wanted to round back. I know we had talked the other day about your place over on West Austin Avenue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You still interested in selling that place?
Did you let somebody speak Spanish, man?
Yeah, I can have somebody reach out. When's the best time for them to connect?
Anytime, man.
Okay. I'll have them reach out, all right?
All right.
Bye now. Because he wants to speak Spanish, although we've had multiple conversations in English. That's all good. I'm going to shoot this over to you, Jared, right now. I'm going to throw it up in Trello. That's cool. Maybe that's the barrier right there. See, I'm kind of convincing myself of other stories. Maybe that's the barrier right there, that he just didn't feel comfortable moving forward until he spoke with somebody in Spanish. Let me take note of this. Connected with seller, ask that somebody reach out in Spanish. Yeah. All right, so for this one too, this was the same thing. I think Emilio was talking about. I think I gave him what he wanted. Or no. I didn't give him what he wanted, but I threw out a number just kind of willy nilly, knowing the area. And after I got off the phone and ran some comps, I was like, that may be like a little high, pretty tight. And I think that he would probably agree to less because the first number I threw out, he agreed to. So it may be something too where you call and maybe, I don't know, trying to mess with the numbers a little bit, see if he can agree to something a little lower. I'm gonna put this in here right now so I don't forget though. Because the only reason I did that too is because I was familiar with the area, so I was able to at least like throw something out. But I mistakenly threw out. I should have thrown out something way lower, just as like kind of an anchor, something I'm still getting comfortable with. Getting uncomfortable with making offers. Not to say that this isn't gonna work, but just kind of this happened on my first deal too. I've told the story many times, but the guy was just so motivated. Him and his wife were so motivated that I could have said any number and they would have agreed to it. And I I threw out a number that I thought was like kind of like pretty low, and he loved it. He was excited about it, and I was like, oh man, like kind of a slap in the face, like I don't know. I get that from my old job as well. There's like etiquette in negotiation. Even if you like the price, you still like we've been talking about, like with Emilio, like even if they knew that that price that the seller gave was good, you're still gonna want to act as if like it's a little high. And that's just proper etiquette in negotiation, and people don't realize that. So I threw out a number and he was excited about it. Like he goes, honey, check it out. Like he said he's gonna offer me this. And I was on the other end of the phone, like, damn it, man, I could have offered him something way less. But not everybody knows proper negotiation etiquette. got a hold of a referral guy. He gave me 2 addies of properties he's looking to sell, and he has 3 more on top of that. He said, take a look at the 2 he gave me, the addy of, so I'll put them in Trello for you to comp. All right, for sure. Take a look at those. I just put that one in Trello too. If Randy could reach out, he's ready to close. Like I said, I would just try to, for somebody like this, I would still go through the progression of the entire script and act as if I didn't tell you all of the information that I have just put in there. That way, it can kind of position you to make a lower offer, if that makes sense. Like in this case, you can act as the authority and kind of talk down on me and be like, oh, Derek offered you that. Like, oh, to be honest, like to make this work, we would likely have to be at this, or however you want to play it, But if you could get it lower than what we verbally agreed to, that would be ideal. If not, I still think that the offer that I made will hold, if you will. But there's definitely room to go lower, I think, because he agreed to the first number I threw out. And he has not opened that agreement that I sent him. I wonder if I can unsend it. Call that guy. Now, Jared, I don't know if you just heard the phone call, but I just called him and he was like, hey, can you have somebody call me in Spanish? That's something else. If you guys are okay, what I can do too is to start just like setting things for you guys. Maybe not like date and time, but like I can start to say like follow up, and then in parentheses say Raina. Say I just said go through script and pre-qualify attempt to lower the offer to see if he'll agree. If not, let's move forward. Okay. Like that. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I just kind of went in there and added some notes, not only in the main section that tells you, the condition, motivation, timeline, and price and all that good stuff, but on the follow-up task, I kind of mentioned like, follow up with him via phone and try to pre-qualify again, work through the script and attempt to get that offer lowered if he'll accept it. And if he won't, then let's just move forward at what I had previously offered. Tell me that's saved. All right, good. Jeez. On call tools, there's a save button on the bottom of the property card when you have it pulled up. But if you click off of the property card, it will just get rid of it. So I freaked out for a second that all those notes and stuff that I just put in there got deleted, but they didn't. But I'll get her to give them a call in a few for sure. Thank you. This one's hot. This one's ready to go. So it may be 1, 2 where let me know. Just keep me in the loop. I could send him. I can, because I have his email. I can send him the Spanish version of the agreement as well, if that's something that he's wanting, just so that we can get it done. That guy just got the property added from. Is so weird, and he was talking fast, like if he had to get off the phone, he'd been hard to get a hold of. All right, I'll take a look. Right now, I think that's all the follow-ups that I want to do for the day. That's 7 follow-ups on the day, and like if you want to include that last guy as a good conversation, I'm glad that I even got a hold of him. So 7 on the day. I was gonna say if you want to include him, I had like 3 decent conversations on those 7. 8, so oops. And I'm going to kind of shift gears and hop on. This is looking nice too, Jared, in this Trello. If you since you guys know what we're talking about here, Trello is like you can use it in a lot of different ways, but it's kind of like a free version. I'm gonna put this in here. It's a pretty good resource, to be honest, called Trello. If you've never heard of it, um, we're kind of utilizing it as a CRM, if you will, for our shared leads, so that we can get in there and leave notes for each other, set follow-up tasks, put in the pre-qualifying pillars of the notes of like the condition, all that good stuff. You can do pretty much everything that you can do in a CRM within Trello, but it's free. And it's also kind of like you can utilize it as like a pipeline, like a drag and drop pipeline. So we have all of our new leads on the left side of the pipeline, and as you know, an appointment gets scheduled, you can just drag and drop them into the next column of the pipeline. If an offer gets made, drag and drop. An offer gets accepted, drag and drop. If it gets dispoed, drag and and it's just kind of like pushing it through the pipeline. And it's just nice to like have a visual of how many leads that you have. Okay, out of those, how many appointments were set off of those leads. And that's why I say it's looking pretty nice right now, because we're building up that first stage of the pipeline of the leads and starting to have some trickle through towards the right side, which is appointments being scheduled and offers being made, which is the next couple in the line there. So it's looking nice. I like the way that it's looking. That's only the beginning too. So let me exit out of some of these tabs. I am, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come check out my caller IDs and get a couple more. Call Tools is telling me that the ones that I do have are not being flagged as robocallers. To add caller IDs, purchase port in phone numbers. I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 more phone numbers. I'm gonna get a couple different area codes too. Let's just switch it up a little bit, just in case somebody may prefer answering phone calls if one area code over another is calling them. $2 a number, $2 setup fee. This is another, me and Jared were kind of talking back and forth about this. because Call Tools charges a setup fee of $2 when you get a new caller ID number. But if you order, so like it's $2 per number and a $2 setup fee. But if you get two numbers at the same time, you're going to pay $2 per number, but just $2 to set both of them up. So there's benefit in buying them in bulk. Oh no, online setup fee total 6, so it's still just $2. $2 for the number, $2 to set it up, whatever that means. Are you building team or are you and Jared exclusive? Have you done a subscriber cold call session? I'm willing to partner with anybody that I feel that I can add value to and that we can add value to each other. So by all means, if you feel like you have anything out in Houston or whatever, feel free to bring it my way. I'd like to see if I may be able to help. Have you done a subscriber cold call session? No, I haven't. I know you mentioned that before. I wonder how to set it up. I just have problems with my I have problems with my computer here. That's why I only use the webcam. I don't have any software, or I don't have the capability to run like streaming software, so I can't necessarily like hop on a Zoom with anybody and have it be like run through a streaming software. So I know that's probably going to be the best way to do something like that, HK. And it probably will have to wait until I upgrade my computer. I told my girls to suggest too that Spanish guy we can meet in person too. I would ask, but to be quite honest, Jared, he's ready to go. Um, it may not be necessary, so I would feel it out. If he seems hesitant, I'd bring it up, but I would go for the phone call close. He's ready. He's ready to go. So no need to delay it any longer. Again, if he wants to, if he brings it up, obviously, or if he seems hesitant to sign something over the phone, then by all means, yeah, get out there in person. But to be honest, it doesn't seem like he really cares. He's ready to go. He's ASAP, wants to sell now. I would like to hop on a call on live. That'd be cool for sure. Yeah, I'll look into it. I want to see how I may be able to do that. Maybe I'm tripping too. Maybe the streaming software does work, or maybe even if I just go into my computer and like delete some stuff off my RAM or whatever, it will give it a little bit more bandwidth to handle the software, the streaming software. I'll look into it for sure, because that'd be cool. And HK, if you have any recommendations or suggestions as to how to go about doing that, please, feel free to bring that my way. I'd love to learn to see if we can get that going. I asked because I seen an old video of you doing Mojo and it was showing the screen. Oh, see that? Okay, so that's not me doing it live though. That's me pre-recording the video using some screen recording software. So back in the day, I was trying to get in the habit of doing that every so often, so that you could see my screen and see what I was doing. But yeah, that was more of like, yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't me doing it live. It was me setting it up, pressing record on my screen through another screen recording software, and then recording it, saving it, and then uploading it to YouTube. Let me know though if that's something that you are interested in. I'd love to continue doing those as well, or get back in the process of doing those. I'm buying these IDs right now. Processing. Still processing. What's going on? Whatever. Edit these. Change the names. ID 5. That one's good. Campaign enabled. This one I will call ID 6. Campaign enabled. And then I gotta come into caller ID groups and add these caller IDs into the group. Call tools is strange, man. They make it a little bit more difficult, I think, than it needs to be. But that could just be because I'm a one-man show. Like I've always said, it's kind of geared towards teams. Add select caller IDs. There we go. Save. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just make it a little bit more difficult than it has to be. View orders, waiting on carrier inventory. Interesting. Maybe that other area code was a mistake. Some tabs that I've been keeping open to while I'm dialing is this flood education mapping tool, so that I could just quickly drop the address in to see if it sits in a floodplain, which is what I'm finding is a big deal out in Houston. I've always known it was a big deal, but so much so that it is deterring people from investing into certain areas. It's just another factor that kind of minimizes your pool of buyers. All right. Well, it's still doing that. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and if I get back and it still hasn't been ordered, I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel it and get another one from this other area code. I thought I was getting cute, trying to switch up the area codes and stuff, but I'm learning. Don't get cute about it. Just do what's worked. If it doesn't, what is it saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is a perfect example of that. I'm in here trying to get cute about it. Quentin Flores, he has these videos with him and 3 other people doing cold call challenges. I have to see what type of software they use. Yeah, I've watched all those videos, man. It was him, Elijah, Keith, and Aaron. Those are some killers. Yeah, I know what software. I have the software, streaming software. It's just, and I've tried to use it, but it just it can't handle it. It's like it'll specifically tell me. Like I forget exactly what it said, but it pretty much told me like it's not. It won't work. Like it just like glitches out. It gets overly laggy to the point where the lag is too much, and then it will tell me like the lag is too much. You can't stream live with this amount of lag. I'll be right back. You need to hop in here at all? Yeah. All right. Damn, man, my knee. I was messing around with my dog yesterday. I'm getting old, man. Bones are getting brittle. I was not even doing anything. I think I was like backpedaling, like super lightly. My knees busted. Still waiting on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this. Order canceled successfully. Better reimburse my ass. All right, hop over to agent dashboard, campaigns, join campaign. Here we go. Add this hot lead to my board. Don't know why he wasn't on there already. Ooh. Hello? Hello?
Fuck you.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Chavez.
yeah.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a bit random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Duff Lane.
No, it's all right.
No, okay. There's no interest in possibly selling that property there.
No.
No, okay. Completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you quite understood me. Hello?
Who's this?
Hi, this is Derek. Am I speaking with the owner of a property on Grants Lake Boulevard?
Yeah, can you guys stop calling me, please? Take me off your list, okay?
Will do, ma'am. I appreciate you taking the call anyways. I don't like that area too. I know exactly that property, and it's a townhouse, and there's no activity in this little pocket. I would have probably neglected it, even if she was wanting to sell. To be quite honest, I don't want to wait. On so many different occasions, I've spun my wheels and tried to figure out how to make it work, but came to the realization that even if I could make it work, that there probably won't be any buyers for it. There's like no activity going on in the area. It's like a true buy and hold little subdivision where there's no sale activity. It's like everybody who owns these townhomes have owned them for like 10, 20 plus years, I'd imagine. My girl seems very hesitant. Listen to the messages she sent. Probably would be better.
Please leave your name
Yeah, by
and
all
phone
means.
number
Yeah,
after
Jared,
the
if you
beep.
feel that's.
We will.
Yeah, do it then. Yeah, for sure. Set it up. You're right. I was thinking about that when I was in the restroom. You're right. That's probably why he's been dodging me. He's just a little hesitant and would feel more comfortable to meet. So I think you're right. I'll check the messages out in a little bit. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Carlos?
Yeah.
Carlos, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Hey, what's up, Derek?
not much. I was reaching now. I wanted to connect about a property I believe you own over on Francis Drive.
Yeah. I still keep getting calls about that property. I've already sold it.
Ah, okay. While I have
Yeah.
you, would you happen to have any others you might be interested
No, I don't.
in? No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
All right, thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
That's something else that I need to create is like an already sold, because at one point in time I do intend on rounding back even with the people who say that they're uninterested, but I obviously don't want to round back with people if they don't even have the property anymore. So I want to place them in a different bucket than just not interested. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Miss Steptoe?
Yes.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Derek?
yeah. I know this is a bit random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Peach Spring Drive.
Okay, listen, none of my properties are for sale, so you can take us off of the list.
Will do, ma'am. I appreciate you taking the call.
Thank you.
Said something about he's aware his walkway would be $37K and he has talked to other people, etc. I say we should shoot to get it a little lower. Said he doesn't want to sign anything before we take a look at it. We want to try to lower our price. Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what he was stressing that. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Moore?
Yes.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, this is Derek. I know this is a bit random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Bennington Street.
Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to reach out, and I wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
An offer?
Yeah, you ever consider selling?
Not right now.
No, okay, okay. You think you may be interested in the near future?
Probably.
Okay. If it's all right with
Okay.
you, would you mind that I follow up in a little to see if you've given it any more thought?
Sure.
Okay. When would you say is a
Okay.
kind of a more appropriate time to round back with you?
I don't know, maybe like in a year or two.
Okay, okay. All right, will do. I appreciate you
Okay.
taking the call.
Okay, thank you.
Bye now. Obviously not hot. I'll give her a call in 6 months though. He doesn't want to sign anything for too late. Yeah, he was stressing that, man. Like it's in really bad condition. He was saying that stuff to me, and I was like, I'm pretty confident, but that's even better, bro. If you can get an appointment scheduled with him and get out there, that just puts you in a position to be like, oh wow, like this is pretty bad. We're gonna need it at this price, you know. Said someone else is going to take a look at it tomorrow, so we should get over there ASAP. He said everyone that has taken a look has BSM. So, hello. Okay. Give it. When I was taking a look has BSM, so for sure would want to shoot for lower. My girl think he's trying to see who's gonna give him the highest offer, but who knows when you think we should get out there ASAP, ASAP. Get out there ASAP. Whenever I would call him back and be like, "Can we get over there right now? I'll give you an offer. We're very serious." That was something that I think that he took away from our conversation. I was telling him, I was like, "I'm very serious. I'm very confident. If we can get it, an agreement in place, I'm very confident that we can be able to move it. We just need it at X price." And again, I think you getting out there and seeing it in person puts you in a perfect position to do that. I would call him and be like, "Can we go over there today? Forget the appointment tomorrow. If we can come to an agreement today, cancel that shit." Um, get that email, bro, from the woman. I don't really go for emails unless it's like cash buyer, to be quite honest. He has to pay off like 25K. Did you ever get the ARV of it? Yes, I believe I did. I'll put those notes in there as well. Gonna try to get out there tomorrow ASAP. Yeah, yeah. I would be like, when's the person trying to? I would try to reconnect with him, build rapport as best as possible, so that you can try to position it to say to either get out there like hours before that other person, so that if you come to an agreement, he'll cancel that and call the other person and say, "Hey, don't bother coming out. I've already sold it." Or I would try to get out there like right after and be the last appointment, right? It's either you got to be the first or the last. So, but set it up to let him know, hey, um, we'll get out there. I just need you to promise me that you won't enter into any agreement before we get out there and have an opportunity to take a look and just continue to stress how confident you are and how you really want to help him out and all the benefits. You know how to do that. But I would either he says that the appointment with the other person's at 1, I would be like, can we get out there at like 9 a.m. Early morning. That way, if we are able to come to an agreement, you have enough time to cancel with the other person, or okay, can we get out there at like 2 and just you got to promise me that you won't sign anything with the other person because we want an opportunity to take a look. Um, gonna try to get out there tomorrow. So yeah, yeah, I'll put those notes in there too for the ARV and stuff. I'm pretty sure that I'd run the numbers. So he's looking at like a $62,000 offer based on the math that I just did. That you would let me know. I'll listen to your messages. I'm sure it'll be a little bit more clear. And let him know if he can get out, like when on the day of closing, like if he's able to literally bring the keys to the closing table, then we should be able to get that moved quick. Shouldn't be an issue as long as we get it at the right price, obviously. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, was looking for the owner of a property on Cone Street. Do I have the right number?
Really?
Here?
Yeah. I don't know who that is, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have the wrong number here. I apologize. Pretty weird neighborhood, kind of. Yeah. It's like it's out in Pasadena, but it's not in like the heart of it where all the activity's going on. I remember seeing that. I'm pretty sure it's in a flood zone as well. Never mind. It's just like at the exit of the neighborhood. Yeah. It's exactly. It's just not in like the heart of it. Same zip code as like where all the activity's going on. It's just off kind of like on the outskirts. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Joaquin.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. All right, bye. Yeah, exactly, Jared. Exactly. I regret not going way lower when I offered the 65. And yeah, he was that type of guy. This is actually the more and more I think about the conversation that I had with him, he is the ideal person that you want to go out in person and. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hey, Angel.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, is this Mr. Torres?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. No, this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Spence Street.
A what?
A property I believe you own over on Spence Street.
Okay, well, it's not for sale. You want it?
Yeah, that's why I was calling, but I understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others that you may be interested in selling?
Nope.
No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call anyways.
All right.
Because he was stressing how bad it was, how poor the condition was. Hello?
At the tone, please record your message.
And I remember listening to some Brent Daniels podcast way back when, and he was saying, and I kind of keep this in the back of my head. If they want to set an appointment with you, it's only like ever one of two things. It's one, they want to make sure that you're like a real person, but two, hello?
This is Eric.
Hey, Eric, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Hello, Derek.
no, it's a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own over on West Marvick Drive.
No, I don't have that. I sold that last year.
Oh, okay. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might be interested in selling?
No, I don't have anything else. Thank you, sir.
No, okay. Thanks for taking the call.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Had to stress that my name was Derek and not Eric there. But the second reason that they're going to want you to actually come out is because they know that the place is in really rough shape. And exactly.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez.
Hello.
Hi there. This is Derek.
Hello?
Yeah. I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on North Loop. Un poco. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de North Loop?
No.
No, no. Ok, gracias.
Gracias.
Gonna shoot for lower end into like 40. Yeah. Shit, maybe even needed as low as the point where he walks away with 10K. I'm sure he'd take it. So that would be again. It's like, yeah, do it. Yeah, do what you got. Do what you got to do. I think it's gonna be a perfect play. Um, Especially with that other person coming in. I think that you'll just be able to build a relationship. I think you and Randa do a really good job of that. And he kind of seems like the guy where it may not be all about the money. I think he would prefer just like like he kind of mentioned somebody who's not gonna like mess around with him and be a straight shooter and not promise him the world just to then renegotiate the price. If you go in there and you say, "Hey, look, I know you may not like this, but this is where I know we can deliver. This is where I know we can actually promise you that we're going to be able to get this done for you. It's going to be at this price. You may not like it, but anybody who comes above and beyond that, you know, I don't know them personally, but I think that they may be trying to do what you are fearful of, which is hello."
Hey.
Hi there. I was looking for the owner of a property on McMaster's Avenue. Do I have the right number here?
¿Español?
Un poco. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de McMaster's?
No, ahorita no estamos interesados.
Oh, ok.
Gracias.
Gracias. I need to expand my Spanish script a little bit. For sure, especially here with the Spanish speakers. He seems like he just wants to know that we'll get the deal done. Exactly. If you guys just go, hello?
Hello, this is Joe.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Not sure if I have the right number here. I was looking for the owner of a property on Wainwright Street. I marked those people as wrong number. I'm not going to cheat myself and count that as a contact. Exactly. If you guys go in there with the confidence and kind of just deliver it, like I kind of mentioned, and just instill that confidence in him, he definitely seems like that kind of guy for sure. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, for sure. Oh. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Tom?
How can I help you?
Yeah, my name is Derek. I know this is a little random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Grand Cross Lane.
No, not my house.
Oh, do I have the
Okay.
wrong number here?
Wrong number.
I'm sorry about that. I don't think that was the wrong number, but if he says so. Hello?
Well,
Hey, Jose.
hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Bond Street.
Eu não speak Spanish, mujer.
Oh, un poco, un poco. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Bond?
What?
¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Bond Street?
No, sir. No,
No,
no
no.
vender.
Okay, okay, gracias.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Alan.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Derek. No, this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Kleinway Drive.
Yeah, that's been sold.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, while I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling?
No,
No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
thank you.
Hi, Catherine. All right. That's 11 on the day. I'm going to take a quick break, eat some lunch, and I will be back to hop back on the dialer. Appreciate you guys for hopping in here. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in a bit.